Hello everyone, welcome back. It is good to see you again today. It's Angela here and time for a little video project. I hope that you're excited to follow along with me. Right, now on Tuesday I shared with you some little things that I'd started with book pages, and I wanted to continue that project today and show you what I decided to do with them. So before I get started, I'm going to share with you very quickly what you need to gather so that you can go and do that and follow along with this little project. Right, so first of all, you need a couple of book pages. I have taken this sort of size page, but it doesn't really matter. You want 4 pages, so that's what you want, 4 of these. These are just like a standard page. As long as it can fit your templates on them, we're good to go. All right, so you want 4 of those. Talking about templates, I am using the envelope 3 and envelope 2 from my exciting envelope templates. I do have this as a digital in my shops, and I also have this, if you don't have a computer, as part of a printed kit along with other gingham and polka dot background pages. I think they're daisy pages there as well. All right, so go and have a look. The links are in the description box below if you were wanting to have a look at that. These are very reasonable, but they're just pattern pieces that look like this. There's no print on them, but I use them all the time. All right, it makes life so much simpler. Now what you want, so that's you want that. I'll get to that in a minute. Right, then as far as other goods are concerned, I've just taken 2 little bits of lace. So we're going to use 2 pieces of lace. I've got a couple of die cuts here, so I've got 2 sort of longer ones. Now guys, you don't have to have the exact same thing I'm using. And if you don't have a die cut machine, fussy cut flowers work a treat. All right, so I'm going to use 1 like that, 2 like that. So that's what I've got there. I've just taken 2 paper flowers and sewn one of the buttons from my kits on there just for pop of color. I've got these 2 little bits that are elements from my background page and another element from one of my ephemera packs. I'm using the Book Lovers Bliss collection. These are just 2 little elements, and I actually took these from my mini journal for the Book Lovers Bliss. Running out of smaller ephemera, and so I thought, right, I'm using these, and it's with the right colors. I've grabbed a couple of scraps. So actually this is some wallpaper, these pink bits here. This is a bit of Edith Holden, and this is one of the background scrappy bits from the actual kit. But whatever you have, just go and look in that scrap pile, because I'm sure you'll find something there. And then this is just a scrap left over from what I was using last week. It's one of those cream background pages that you know I use a lot. Right, and finally, I was climbing into the fabrics that I did a fabric bundle. I'm going to use a little piece of this one today. So you want a little square of fabric. This one measures, I'm just going to give you approximate measurements. It's about 3.5 inches square, 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, then this one I've made a pocket. I folded mine double just because it's pretty thin fabric. I've just stitched around the edges there. I'll give you some measurements because it's to fit onto the base of a piece of paper, so I'll tell you that. You want a bit of lace. I've stuck mine on there. Then with the other fabric, I've just made a small little fabric ruffle as a piece of decoration. So that's everything that we're going to need. I have put my ephemera bits here. This one is from a mini page that was left over from a previous project. I've just backed it onto that cream paper and made a sort of tag out of it. And then these are just other bits left over, and I'm sure I'm going to use some of those in the project today. All right, so let's put that to the side over there, and let's grab that book page. So you want to take 2 of these pages first of all and glue them together. All right, so I just took my glue stick, put glue on there, and stuck them together, and then I trimmed off all the edges here. Now your page might be a different size. This is the size that I trimmed it down to. Now it's much more robust. Now, so I'm going to put that to the side. So this one measures 4.25 inches that way and 5.5 inches that way. All right, it's any size that's going to be wider than your template envelope 2. You know, as long as it's going to go to the edge there, anything above that is fine, as long as it fits onto your journal page. So that's the other thing. All right, so that's what you want. 4.25 by 5.5 inches. In centimeters, that is about 11 by 13.5. All right, so that's that. Then I have taken the 2 templates. I've laid them on the book page just like this. I've drawn around it and cut out the shape. I've done one in envelope 3 size, and then I did one in envelope 2 size. Now this one was a little bit too narrow for this, but that didn't deter me because I needed to get it onto the page here. These are just the flaps that fold in, so I've cut those off a little bit on mine. Your book page might be big enough, so that's ample for me to use to fold over anyway, so I was happy with that. Okay, so one of those and one of those. Right, so that's what we're doing there. So we've got our little piece. We have our little envelope, which I've already folded. You can see they're narrower there, but that's ample. Right, and then I've got the smaller one that I've done as well. So we're good to go. Now what I want to do is I'll start with the base piece here, and I'm going to take that little fabric pocket, which should be the same size as your paper. All right, so there we go, there or thereabouts. So that's got to fit onto that piece of paper. So we said, what did we say? We said 4.25, I think. Yes, 4.25. There we go. All right, so that's what you want there. And as I said, I just folded this. This is 2.5 inches high, so that's about 6.5 centimeters and 2.5 inches in height, and the width of your piece of paper. All right, so that's going to go and fit on there, and we're going to put that on there as a little pocket. Now I just stuck some lace over there, and I was going to just take this little circle with the butterfly and put it in the middle just to finish that off, and then that's really going to be what we use as a little pocket. Just want to put this lid on. Okay, and I'm going to just glue on those 3 sides there, and I'm going to stick that down so that I've got that bit sorted. I just wanted to thank you all so much for the lovely comments that you gave me on the little video with Abby. Thank you so much, guys. That's so sweet of you. She is the sweetest dog with the most wonderful nature and so tolerant, honestly. Yeah, I will try and get some more little clips of her and share some more stories about Abby. She does have the sweetest personality. Oh, before I forget, I think it's St. Patrick's Day today. So if you are a supporter of St. Patrick's Day, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. So yeah, almost forgot about that. You know, my life being crazy as it is, but I did remember, so I'm glad. And St. Patrick's Day is quite a big thing here in the UK, so you know there will be lots of, especially on a Friday night, lots going on. Right, so there we go. We've got our little fabric pocket there, and I just love that. So sweet. And I do want to put a little notch in there, so I'm going to go grab my punch. All right, I've just grabbed a circle punch. I think this one's 1.25, but I've got 5 different circle punches. It doesn't really matter. Anything that you have, even a tab punch would do this. I just wanted to put a thumb notch here. I'm going to chop off where it says musty smell, which sounds about a good idea. Yeah, I always worry about using book pages because you never know if there's some saucy bit or something. Not that you can really avoid it, but this one's about dancers. So what was it called? The Return, which is about a dancer. Right, so we've got that sorted and that's all notched out, ready to go onto our page. Now what we want to do is we want to stick these down. We want to, let's put these together quickly. So just going to use my glue here. And then I'm going to just stick this down here. So I'm going to put it straight onto the flap itself. Book pages are great use for junk journaling, honestly are. And why am I sticking that one down? So you don't want to stick that one down. See, you got to be quick. Got to be quick. All right. So that's not the side I want to stick that one down. But I do want to stick it down. So yeah. I want to just stick this one on the inside, not the outside. Here. Right. So let's stick that flap down that way. And the other one, we've put glue on the top. And then we can put some glue just on the edge. I'll get that stuck again. Right. Okay, I hope that made sense. So we've glued the top flap down to there. We've made a little pocket again. So we've got a pocket in there. We've got our flap on the left going like that. So if we've got one on that side, I need to have this one on that side. Okay, now I know the writing's not running the right way, but we're going to cover a lot of it. All right, so this one you want the flap on the right. This one you want the flap on the left. Okay. That means this one at the top here, you want to stick down. So let's do that while I've got my wits about me. And do it all wrong like I did last time. Gosh, that wasn't a day for things going well. But, you know, hey-ho, we overcome it. We've got to learn to laugh at ourselves. And I do laugh at myself a lot because otherwise I'd cry on some days when things aren't going quite right. And I've seen in the comments that a lot of you have had that. I did have a laugh at Beth's comment, if you've seen it, where she said, if you want to know about embarrassing moments. So Beth, I literally laughed out loud when you told me that your knickers were flying all over the town. My comment below that was, seriously, I want to know, do you still live in that town? Because I would move. I literally laughed out loud. That was hilarious. Oh gosh, you guys do make me laugh. Right, so thank you for sharing that, Beth. Right, we've got our little pocket at the top there now with our flap on the right, and I feel like an air hostess, and the pocket on the there with our flap on the left, right? And your tray's in the upright position. I don't know why I said that. I'm going mad. Right, so we've got these, and I'm hoping, I think I'm going to, I just can see it going all pear-shaped. I'm going to take my pen, because I'm talking too much rubbish today, and I'm going to draw little arrows so I know I've got it there, just in case, because, you know, after last time I got a bit nervous. Right, so we've got these like this, and what I want to do is, I want to decorate these up. So I'm going to start with the one that's going to go below, and I'm going to grab another little piece of fabric. This one's slightly smaller there, you can see, just like a 1/4 of an inch or to 1/2 an inch away from the edge. And I'm going to just take my glue that's looking quite mucky now. I think I'm just going to put the glue straight on. And this is very fine fabric, but as the Liberty is, you know, so just don't worry, we're layering up here. Okay, there's no right or wrong way. I mean, it's multi-directional, you know, it's not got a specific direction. And I'm just trying to see, this is the edge I cut, not tall. I prefer it torn because I love that little ruffled edge there. Right, so let's get this down before the glue dries, because I'm talking too much. And we'll just get that down there like that. That looks great. Okay. Fantastico. Now grab some of your little scrappy bits, and I grabbed 4 here. I wanted to just layer these up somehow. I think I wanted to have this one sort of there somewhere. I've grabbed a bit of Edith Holden. Got a little bit of a strip that I've just torn, and I wanted just to sort of layer them up a little bit like this. I'm going to, and this one on the side here. I'm going to arrange them, but this is where I'm going with this. I've got this little image of the girl reading her book, which is just cute. What a huge hat, eh? Imagine wearing that all day. Gosh, it's like a huge hat, bigger than a whole chest area. I want to get it like this, something like this. And yeah, something like that. Get that in a little bit, move that over a little bit. Yeah, I think that's about it. Right, so we can take that off, and I'm going to literally hold this one down. Take the cap out of my mouth so I can talk. Yeah, so Abby is a sweetie. She has a personality, and I tell you, that dog is clever. She has, I learned so many things observing her. It really is quite unbelievable. She amazes me every day. I've recently picked up that she has learned what the various notifications on my phone or on my I've got a watch which sends me notifications, so you know, and one of the notifications I get is to do with my sort of camera at my front door, and that's so that when I'm busy working here, I can see if it's somebody just trying to irritate me, or if it's actually a delivery that I need to get up and attend to, or the postman or something, you know. So Abby knows when she hears a notification, which is just a certain ping, and I don't know how she knows, because some of the pings just sound like all the other pings. She knows there's somebody at the door, and she just does one bark as if to say, wake up, there's somebody at the door, and this one you need to get. She is so clever. And it's just from my phone or my watch. So that's quite unbelievable. But she also knows, you know, a whole host of things. She knows people's names. If I say, you know, M's here or something, she knows. She just knows who's who, and she can hear people arriving. She knows what I'm saying. It's just unbelievable. She's amazing. She knows exactly what's going on. And I don't know if any of you do this, but I do have huge conversations with her, and I probably can only imagine what's going through her head, thinking, what the hell are you talking about, woman? Yeah, because we do have a lot of conversations, her and I. So let me know if you do that too, if you have a lot of conversations with your dog. Oh my gosh, they are funny, aren't they? Right, I've got this little piece of lace, and I'm going to put that just across there with all those little bits sticking out. And I also had a little die cut, if I can grip it here. Not you, you. I'm going to put that underneath over there, and then I'm going to stick the lace on top. So let's do that. Yeah, so pets, eh? I tell you, they've got a lot more going on in their heads than we give them credit for. We really do. And yeah, I wouldn't be without her. She's with me all the time, bless it. Although she hasn't showed up here yet, and she can hear that I'm talking, so she usually shows up when she hears me talking a lot, like she knows I'm filming. Oh, such a sweetie. Right, she's going to be 8 this year. I can't believe it. Gosh, it's just the other day I got her. Right, so we've got that little bit there. I'm going to put this little bit of lace there, as I said. Let's get that down. Gosh, is the pocket at the top? I suddenly thought, is it? Oh, wow. No, we can't have that again. Right. So we'll get this down with a fabric tack. So that's easy going. Loving this journal. It's got almost done. And yeah, I want to just do the last few projects, and then hopefully I can get the other one done soon. It won't be long. Just waiting on a couple of things. I placed my order for my fabric today for the new journal, and I always order a sample first, obviously. Oh god, it was absolutely amazing. So I hope that you're going to like that. Right, I got the little typewriter, just like a bit of black to tie in there, and I thought they just finish that off. I do love these little typewriters. You do see them showing their face a lot here, don't you? There we go. So we'll just put that at the side. It gives it a little bit of 3D being on the edge of the lace there. So I like that. Right, that one's done. I'm not going to do too much on the back here. I might just put a little bit of a writing spot there. All right, so I want this one to lie flat. I'm going to put it over there. So we've got that one. We've got that one. That one's going to go that side. This one's going to go on the top. Okay, so with this one, I've got a piece of this cream lacy background paper. This must be the most used digital I own. This and the templates. I really do like it, and I use it for everything, and you've seen it in just about every journal I've ever made, I think. Right, so we're going to get that stuck down, and I've got this adorable little image here. This is Margaret, can't think what her name is now, you know, when it's on the tip of your tongue. So just love this author. Well, she was a amazing illustrator. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of lace on that one now. Isn't this just this image of mum reading to the children? I just love it. I've got this little scrap that I've made into a ruffle, so I've just pleated it by hand and sewn there. I was going to stitch, I had it all ready here, look, with my needle to do it by hand, but I was just running out of time, and I still need to go to the post office today. So I thought, no, get the machine out. So I did. Here I've got this is like old font invoice paper, I think, that I've just cut a die out of, and I might not use all of this, but I'm going to put this on in a minute as well, and then I'm going to stick this little flower on the top. So let's get that done. So I want to get this at a little bit of an angle, so we'll do that and get that stuck down. Weekend tomorrow. On Sunday in the UK, I don't think it's anywhere else in the world, but on Sunday it's Mothering Sunday, so Mother's Day here, and I don't think I'll be having a video on Sunday, so I do apologize for that. My daughter is taking me for a lovely Mother's Day treat breakfast, and so I won't be able to make it with all the things I've got to do. I'm so sorry. I've got so many deadlines at the minute, and I don't want to let you guys down. So do forgive me about that. It's, you know, yeah, so it's Mother's Day. Although I did say to Paige, you know, I think that Mother's Day should really be every day. Don't you think so, ladies? Because really, we deserve it. Definitely. But where would we be without them? Yeah. Right, I'm going to put that over there, and yeah, I'm going to get that done now. I'm just thinking of the order I need to stick things on, but I think, gosh, I've really made a mess with this glue, but that's okay. It's all going to work well. Just put a little bit of that lace across there like that, so you can still see the white below it. There we go. And then I want to get that stuck also at a bit of a, like that, I think. Yeah, don't want it just to peek out a little bit over the top. Right, so that's where I want it. Let's get that down. Gotta love fabric tack for this. Okay, it's coming together. It's all coming together. It's a little bit over the top there like that. Okay, I'm loving it, like McDonald's. No, I'm not a fan of McDonald's. I think I've told you that before. I don't enjoy it at all. I'm not a burger fan. The burger has to be gourmet, otherwise I'm not interested. I've worked in, I've been involved in my life in too many food factories, and I'm not a fan. Unless it's a really good burger, I don't eat it. It's just, it needs, you know, I prefer, I'm not the overly big red meat eater, to be fair. I prefer fish. I do eat meat, but I gotta feel like it. And I do enjoy a good steak, but again, I gotta feel like it. So, you know, I can take it or leave it, really. I think my favorite takeout is sushi. I love sushi. I mean proper sushi, like raw fish and the whole works. I do love it. I love the ginger and the wasabi. And if you ever have a sinus problem, have a big wad of wasabi. That'll sort you out. Yeah, I do enjoy all those flavors. Right, let's get this. How did I get onto talking about that? You know, I'm all over the place. Oh no. Right, so we've got that at the angle there and there. And then, of course, this is just going to finish that off there, isn't it? So we want to just stick that down. There we go. The window cleaner finally turned up this morning, just a week late, but we haven't had the best weather, have we? So yeah, I've got clean windows now. I can see the view is much more clearer. Oh, all these need to be cleaned. Okay, so I have got this over here, and I don't think I have really given it any distress ink, but we'll just do that. I'm going like that instead of on the ink pad. What am I like? Okay. There we go. And a little bit on this one. It just adds to it, doesn't it? It's like framing a picture, that is. Do like it, but not too much. Okie dokie. Right, so what we want to do now is we want to stick this one, have its flap open like that, and I think I will end up sticking something there, but you know, not always do you need to fill it with something. I think this would look lovely just by sticking a photograph there. So I might just put a mounting piece of paper there, just to a coloured piece of paper, and then have that as a photo or special poem or something. So I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to stick something on it. Right, so I'm going to get this here, and I'm just going to see exactly where it is that I want to stick it. I think it's like that. Yeah, so we want to turn that over, open that up, and get your glue. There we go. My glues both need a good clean. They do. Right, so we've got that there. Oh, book page is so nice to work with. That and wallpaper are my favourite. I love it. Right, so we've got that there. Pretty, pretty. And then we've got this one that's going to go on the other side. So really easy. Nothing unique today, but lots of fun. So let's just move this in the center here, like that. Yeah, and get it in, right? And then we want to just get the glue on the flap there. And there we have our little flip out. Right, so we want to get this and put some goodies in here now. So this little oney is definitely a great one for the back. All right, so this will go onto our journal page. I'll show you a picture, or I'll grab it in a minute. That's going to go at the back there. Then I've got to just put something in each one of these, and of course when we open it up, we want to have something in here. So let's just establish, I think that one would be amazing in there. And then we just want to get something in here. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Like that. And I had one with a little goodie on, and I'm going to put this one in here. You can just see it with a little ribbon sticking out. Okay, so let's get that in there, and then I think we'll just have a little bit over there, or even this one would, I think this one would be great with the spots. So let's put that in there, that over there, and that's going to be at the back. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so I've just grabbed this signature here, and I've just pulled out this page, that one. All right, so I'm going to stick it on this one here. So I just want to move that out of the way, and these all out of the way. So this stripy page, which has this on the other side. Okay. So I'm going to stick it on this side over here. So all we need to do is take this bit, and bear in mind we've got this tag here. So I just want to see where I need it to be, and I prefer to use my pencil so that I don't panic about where it needs to go. So I'm just making a little mark here so I know where to put that. Okay, turn that upside down. Putting the lid, no, trying to put the lid down, putting the whole thing down. Right, so you want to just get some glue on the three sides here. And like that. Not too close to the edge. You don't want it to ooze out too much. All right, so that's going to be absolutely perfect. Get that down. Now we go straight to our little drawn lines, which helps us, like that. And there we have it. How sweet is that? Okay. Glue, glue, glue. Right, now just open it up and press it down along the edges. Sweetest little picture. And yeah, I'm going to put some lovely little poems or excerpts from books that I really admire. That would be lovely because I have got lots of favorites, or photographs, and that looks lovely. So lots of people reading books there, just glorious. Right, and then all we need to do is take our little tag, slide that into the back. There we go. And there's our little project, and then that goes in there, and that goes on top there, I think. I think, yes. Right, so we can close that all up, and there we have it. How sweet is that? So go grab those book pages, guys, because they've got so many amazing uses, and this is just a simple way to use them. So, you know, make good use of these. If you haven't seen these or you're looking for these, they're very reasonable. They're on sale at the moment in my Etsy and my website shop. So I think that you can pick them up for under £1 in British pounds. So whatever that works out to in your currency. you know, so yeah, it comes with another envelope and a long thin tag and a pocket, so really useful. I've used them for a couple of years now, so I do find it really handy. All right, go and have a wonderful weekend. As I say, we've got Mother's Day on Sunday in the UK, so I won't be putting out a video on Sunday, so I do apologize for that, but I will make it up to you next week. It'll just give me that little time to spend with my kids, and then I can finish off this kit that's going to be worth the wait. All right, go and take good care of yourselves. Give all your pets a hug from me, and I'll see you again on Tuesday. Bye-bye now.